for the 2019 NWAC Baseball Tournament. But before we do, we ask that you please rise where you are, please play our national anthem. So, national anthem has been completed, and we're just about ready for NWAC Championship Baseball, again from beautiful Story Field in Longview, Washington. Hello, everybody. I am Wes Tucker. I'll be keeping you company through this Game 5 matchup between the Linn-Benton Roadrunners, who are the away team on your scoreboard, and the Edmonds Tritons, who will be the home team. Both Lower Columbia and Edmonds with fantastic seasons, each of them with 30-plus wins, 30-9. For the Linn-Benton Roadrunners, and for the Edmonds Tritons, 33 wins, losing only 11. Let's go through the starting lineup for the visiting Linn-Benton Roadrunners. It's going to be Daquan Dennis Lee, the third baseman, leading off. Richard Mascarenas, the shortstop, batting second. Jacob Melton hitting third. In center field, Parker Kuntz will be playing left. Colton Towton, the designated hitter. Jordan Mambehe will be doing the catching. Marcus Leiden at second base. Christoph Farmstead at first, and Maxwell Long in right field. And doing the pitching today is going to be Austin Carpenter for Linn-Benton. And that lineup is going to be taking on the powerful arm of Eric Shinjo. And Shinjo for the Tritons finished with an ERA of 3.11 with 28 strikeouts. And he only walked 22 hitters, so he had a fantastic year otherwise. So we take a quick look. He has a 6-1 record, 46 1/3 innings pitched, and he's going to have his work cut out for him against a Linn-Benton lineup that led the Northwestern Athletic Conference in batting average with a team batting average of .310. Not to mention the first four hitters in the Linn-Benton lineup hitting well above 300. Actually, with the exception of the leadoff man there, as Dennis Lee's hitting .277, but everyone after that is above 300. And we're just about ready to get underway. Start time about 9:35. It is a cloudy, overcast, and misty day. You get a look there at Daquan Dennis Lee, the third baseman, who is all set to lead off for the Roadrunners. Loser will go home. Winner will advance to play either Everett or Lower Columbia College. The opponent will be decided later today. So Daquan Dennis Lee steps in, batting .277 on the year, and his first pitch shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a called strike. And we are underway. Official time of the first pitch, 9:33, 2 minutes ahead of schedule. And Shinjo from the windup, the 0-1 pitch, fastball missing just off the corner. Quality pitch, though. Good eye by Daquan Dennis Lee to leave it where it is. And immediately the 1-1. Swung on and fouled back into the net. The count 1-2. And Shinjo, not classified as a strikeout pitcher this year, did collect a fair few, but relies on the ground ball out. And the 1-2, there's a swing and a ground ball towards second, fielded cleanly by Gibson. Throw to Gibbons in plenty of time, and there's one gone. Now let's take a look at how the Edmonds Tritons look defensively. In the outfield from left to right, it's Jones, Sear, and Butler. And on the infield from third to first, Soko, Hamakawa, Gibson, and Gibbons. with Garcia doing the catching as a big swing and a miss from Mascarenas to kick off this at-bat makes it 0-1, batting .315. Did not have a home run this year. And the 0-1 pitch, good off speed, just missing off the outside corner, and the count knots up at 1. And Shinjo, big right-hander, the 1-1 pitch, beautiful, right at the knees, and the count goes to 1-2. And you look at the numbers, Shinjo appeared in 11 games, only wound up with 7 decisions. 6 of those were winning decisions. It's the 1-2 fastball misses high and outside. Count knots up at 2. Outfield shifting to the left a bit. So the pitch is a changeup that will miss high, and that one gets a groan from the Edmonds crowd. The count runs full, 3-2. And the payoff pitch, high and inside, and that's going to be a 1-out walk. Boy, pitch location failed a little there with the high inside fastball. Could be contributed to the fact that the mist is coming down a little harder than it was a second ago. So runner on first base for Jacob Melton. Melton had a dandy of a season in .382 with 3 home runs, and his first pitch is a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count goes to 1-0. For Shinjo, that is the 23rd walk he's issued over the course of 2019. Now comes set, the 1-0 on the way. There's a off speed that misses down and in. 2 balls and no strikes to count. And runner on first base, Mascarenas does have good speed. He's 8 for 8 in the stolen base category. And there's a quick move over to first, and back with not much contest is going to be Mascarenas. Now a big 2-0 pitch. Melton going to be looking for something to destroy here as the pitch is, whoa, swung on and missed, but you can see the power in that swing from Melton. And that's what you're taught to do as a young hitter. In 2-0 counts, 3-1 counts, you hunt that fastball in your happy place, and it looked like Melton got it upper inside of the strike zone, trying to turn it into a 2-run jack. Instead, it goes to 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch delayed, another throw over. This one much closer, but back with a dive is Mascarenas. 2 separate moves seen by Shinjo here to first base. 1 slow, 1 relatively quick, and the 2-1 on the way. There's a swing and a miss, and the count knots up at 2. A little late on the swing that time was Melton. Melton drove in a total of 38 runs over the course of the season. And the 2-2 offering delayed by another throw over, another close one, but back again with a dive is Mascarenas. Waiting on deck is Parker Kuntz. And the 2-2. Swung on, there's a ground ball towards second. They're going to go short for 1, and no throw from the shortstop Hamakawa, so a fielder's choice. And there are 2 gone. Boy, right off the bat, the contact was not great. It was a slow roller to get the first out at second, but nowhere near enough time to get the speedy Melton on his way to first. And now looks like Linn-Benton going to talk about some possible interference out there at second. The umpires are going to get together and discuss it. So we take another look here. Again, a little bleeder ground ball towards second base, underhand to second. And it doesn't look like there was any interference. Take a look at other things they could possibly be looking for. Vicinity of the bags, another. Boy, that is awfully close out there at second. Umpires are going to take a look at the video reviews. We get a few more looks at it. Should the call stand, it will remain an easy fielder's choice, which the second out was recorded.
But regardless, the next batter is going to be Parker Kuntz. So we still await the officials. And great thing about NWAC baseball, we do have that video review for the officials. And Shinjo going to be able to throw a few pitches here between. So while we have a quick second, we'd like to remind you today's game brought to you by Baden. Baden is proud to be the official ball partner of the Northwestern Athletic Conference Championships. For nearly 40 years, Baden balls have set the standard for quality, craftsmanship, and delivering world-class game balls to colleges and national conferences across the country. Baden, it's all about perfection. So we take another look, and the call has been reversed. They're saying that the foot was not in fact on the bag when the ball came in there. So getting to second is going to be Mascarenas. So there's 2 men on. And here comes Parker Kuntz. Kuntz batting .447 with 15 RBI on the year. It's always weird when you see a cleanup batter who hit no home runs, though, and the pitch swung on and fouled off to the right side. The count goes to 0-1. Not often you see a call reversed in the NWAC championships as well. Always good to have that video replay option. It's the count 0-1 to Kuntz. Colton Tauton waiting on deck in the 0-1. And stepping off the back of the rubber is going to be Shinjo, so we'll set up again. So 1 away, 2 men on, and the 0-1 pitch. Shinjo from the stretch fires. There's a fastball that misses outside, and the count knots up at 1. In this Linn-Benton team, a lot of hitters with high averages. Again, their team batting average was .310 over the course of the year. And the 1-1 pitch, breaking ball missing badly in the dirt, and the count 2-1. Well, the last thing you want to do if you're Shinjo here is fall behind another pitch. That gives the hitter Kuntz an opportunity to look for something to put into the gap and score 2 runs. Center fielder, that Sear is shifting. Kuntz to take the ball the other way. And from the belt, Shinjo fires in the dirt, ball 3. So a dangerous pitch coming up here for Shinjo. And the man on deck also with some fantastic power numbers. So I think the last thing you want to do is load the bases for him. Shinjo sets, no glance to the runners, and fires ball 4 outside. So things have gone from bad to worse. And that's going to bring a visit to the mound. Yeah, the inning started off in stylish fashion with an easy ground out to second base. After that, Mascarenas drew a walk. Then a botched play at second base with the middle infield allowed the hitter Melton on board, putting 2 on. Then another walk issued to Kuntz. That's walk number 24 issued by Shinjo in 2019. And now with the bases loaded, we'll see how they elect to play this. Corners are going to be up on the cut of the green turf. Middle going to be pinching for 2. And Colton Tauton will be the hitter. The DH in today's contest hit .315. Total of 35 RBI. First pitch he gets is a fastball that misses up and away, ball 1. And winner will advance. Loser will head back home at the conclusion of this game. And the 1-0 pitch swung on. That ball's lofted down the right field line, giving chase is Butler, and he's going to have to watch it sail into the bullpen. But that was just a few feet shy of the home run fence itself, but that is a long strike 1. On deck for Linn-Benton is the catcher, Jordan Mambahe. So a 1-1 pitch due from Shinjo, who has struggled after getting that first quick out. Shinjo, long look in to Garcia, comes set at the belt, fires, and there's a swing and a high drive to right. Back on the warning track is going to be Butler making the catch. Runner from third tags, throws coming in toward third, and Linn-Benton takes a 1-0 lead in the first inning on the sac fly at Talton. So Mascarenas comes in to score. Melton will head to third. As you get a look at just how hard this ball was hit. Getting back a step onto the warning track is where the catch was made. And now with 2 away, it's a 1-0 Linn-Benton lead, and Jordan Mambahe will come to the dish. Mambahe's first offering from Shinjo. Good breaking ball that catches the corner for a called strike. Mambahe, .305 batting average, 1 home run, and 18 RBI. Men at the corners for the Roadrunners with 2 away here in the first inning. 1 run home, pickup to first and back. And plenty of time with a dive is Kuntz. And Kuntz has stolen 5 bases this year. See if they elect to get him in motion. The 0-1 pitch, another breaking ball, same location, beautiful pitch, and the count's 0-2. Miss seems to have died down. And the 0-2, fastball up, runner takes off for second. The throw down is late, runner breaks for the plate. Throw home is in time. So trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat that time was Melton from third. Ends up going a 2-4-2 put out. And Mambahe will lead things off for Linn-Benton in the second. 1 run, no hits in the inning, no errors. And there was a runner left on base. We go to the home first. 1-0 Linn-Benton.
So, reminder, H sign is our
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
Back we are in Longview, Washington, a 1-0 lead for the Linn-Benton Roadrunners, and Edmonds going to try to respond. Their lineup: Sam Jones, the left fielder; Nick Sokol, the third baseman; David Gibbons, the third; Butler, the right fielder. So the first pitch shows bunt and is fouled straight back. The count 0-1. Hamakawa, the shortstop, will bat then. Garcia, the catcher. Chris Cook batting 7th. Sear, the center fielder, 8th, and Gibson, the second baseman, batting 9th. As the 0-1 offering is on the way from the big southpaw Carpenter. Big swing and a miss, and the count goes to 0-2. And Carpenter, with a 3.21 ERA, struck out 44 and walked 34. The 0-2 pitch swung on and skied foul and out of play to the right side. And the count will remain 0-2. Sam Jones, the leadoff hitter with a .282 batting average. Stole 7 bases and 8 opportunities in the 0-2 pitch. High for ball 1. On deck, Nick Sokol, the third baseman. And the big southpaw into his windup, kicks and fires. Swung on and skied out of play behind us, and the count remains 1-2. And fans still filing their way into Story Field. Early starts for collegiate baseball as the 1-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed. And there's the first out of the home first. Jones down on strikes. And that is going to be strikeout number 45 on the year for Carpenter. Let's take a look at how the Roadrunners line up defensively. In the outfield, it's Kuntz, Melton, and Long. And on the infield from third to first, Dennis Lee, Mascarenas, Lydon, and Fremsted, with Mambahe doing the catching. And Carpenter fired a called strike to Nick Sokol. The count 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch taken for a called strike too. So Carpenter seems dialed here in the early goings. Collected the strikeout of Jones to open it up. And now into the windup will go Carpenter and fires. There's a called strike 3 and 2 gone. Boy, Sokol had no idea what to do with that pitch. It was beautiful, catching the low inside corner, and that's going to bring up David Gibbons. And David Gibbons with a .280 average, and his first pitch is going to be fouled up to the right. Count immediately 0-1. So very fast-working left-hander is Carpenter as he's all ready to go again. The 0-1 pitch. Change up, beauty, a 1-2, gets a big swing and a miss. Should we get that far in the inning, Jacob Butler waits on deck. And the 0-2 from Carpenter. Hang the K backwards, strike 3 call, got him looking. And the first inning is done in style. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base, and 3 strikeouts for Carpenter. So before we go, we'd like to remind everybody that today's game brought to you by the NWAC. Fans, don't forget to check out your official tournament merchandise, t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC.
I chose Centralia College because I wanted to stay close at home while getting a great education. Playing for a smaller school has a strong sense of a community, and they just want to see you succeed. We're bigger than just a team. We're a big family. My name is Dylan. I play baseball at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
Today's game also brought to you by Clark College in Vancouver, Washington, now enrolling for summer quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or even earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more. So a called strike from Shinjo to kick off this second inning. And the big right-hander into his windup, the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball that's going to miss off the outside corner, 1-1. Again, 3 strikeouts for the Edmonds offense in the home first. As the 1-1 pitch is fouled up to the right side, the count goes to 1-2. It's going to be Mambahe, Lydon, and Fremsted in the half inning. Mambahe was at the plate when the double steal attempt happened, and there's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. So one quick out here in the top of the second inning. And Linn-Benton leads Edmonds 1-0 here in the top of the second. And the pitch on the way. There's a fastball that misses upstairs. And the count 1-0. Boy, not a good sign when a pitcher's consistently missing above the letters. So the 1-0 is waved at and missed. Means that when a pitcher does the slight modification, the pitch becomes very hittable, and that's going to turn into a souvenir if the batter sees it. 1-1. Inside with the fastball, the count runs 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, Marcus Lydon, the .240 hitter with 1 home run on the year. And the 2-1 offering. Swung on, that ball's driven well to deep right field. Back goes Butler, warning track in, makes the grab and runs into the wall. Beautiful play, a well-struck baseball too. Instead it becomes a loud second out. Boy, just underneath it. You see Butler chase it all the way back, has to make a little leap and will run into the wall while doing so. 2 gone, and here comes Fremsted. First offering from Shinjo is going to be swung on and missed. Count 0-1. Frishoff Fremsted, .304 batting average with 16 RBI. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball. That misses upstairs. Again, Frishoff did swipe 10 bases. And the 1-1. Swung on, grounded towards second. It'll be easily played by Gibson. Throw to first is in time. So 1-2-3 in quick fashion. They go in the second. We go to the home second. It's a 1-0 lead for Linn-Benton.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
And sure to check out the NWAC on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at NWAC Sports for the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. And while you're at it, don't forget to check out the official tournament gear of the 2019 baseball tournament, Under Armour gear, more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies limited at NWAC Store Online /NWAC. On that for the second we go, and Jacob Butler, the right fielder, all set to lead off for Edmonds, and tries to bunt to the first pitch. Instead, will drop it down foul. The count 0-1. Again, in orderly fashion, went down the Tritons in the first inning. 3 strikeouts for Carpenter. And there's a fastball missing just upstairs, and the count knots up at 1. Butler, Hamakawa, and Garcia due up in the half inning for the Tritons. And the 1-1 pitch, up and in, and the count runs 2 balls and a strike. And 2 of those strikeouts for Carpenter in the first were absolute freezing pitches, getting 2 strikeouts looking. And the 2-1. Swung on, that ball is popped up on the infield. Calling for it right now is the first baseman. That's going to be Fremsted putting it away, and there's 1 gone. So it appears that Carpenter is human after all as he gets an out with the fielders behind him. And Yugo Hamakawa will be the next batter, playing shortstop today, batting .272. Again, a smaller hitter, but has some pop. Put 4 balls over the wall this year. And the first pitch, a fastball that catches the outside corner, the count 0-1. And Carpenter working very quickly. The 0-1 pitch will be beaten foul up the first base line, and able to field it is Fremsted. So won't need to put a new ball in play just yet. So 0-2 the count. We'll see how Carpenter elects to attack the left-handed hitter. And the 0-2 firing. Hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call. Got him looking with that curveball in the outside corner. There's 2 gone. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Carpenter. And there's 2 gone here in the second inning. They'll bring up the catcher, Alex Garcia. Garcia into the right-handed box, and the first offering is swung on in sky. That's going to be perhaps playable in foul territory, but no, it's going to drift into the bullpen. You see Fremsted, the first baseman, giving chase to that one. Ended up darn near mid-range outfield in foul territory. Instead, it goes down as a long strike. Carpenter ahead in the count. The southpaw from the belt. And the windup fires in the dirt, and the count knots up at 1. Waiting on deck, should we get that far, is the designated hitter, Chris Cook. And the 1-1. Swung on, that ball's popped up in foul territory. Fremsted giving chase near the picnic area, and out of play it goes again. So 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Again, so far through these first couple of innings, Carpenter has been electric with 4 Ks. See if he gets another one here. The 1-2. Swung on and chopped foul. No, right behind the mound. Throw to first is in time as Mascarenas had to do an acrobatic throw to get there. As you take a quick look at it, but 6-3 put out in the book. It's running up. Short hop and throw, almost a little high, but Fremsted able to get to it. So we played to complete. On to the third, 1-0, Linn-Benton.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
So back we get to the action now. It is a 1-0 lead for the Roadrunners. Now in the top of the third. First batter up is going to be Maxwell Long, the right fielder. And he'll take ball 1 up and in to kick things off. 9-1-2 due up for the Roadrunners. The 1-0 pitch is going to be spiked in the left-handed box, and the count goes to 2-0. Long, Dennis Lee, and Mascarenas due up in the half inning. And the 2-0 downstairs, 3-0 the count now. Well, we've seen Shinjo struggle throughout these first couple of innings with locations. Walked 2 already, and the 3-0 right down Broadway, a called strike 1. Long hit .362 with 12 RBI, providing some good ignition from the bottom of the order as he'll draw the leadoff walk. Shinjo had a 1-2-3 inning back in the second. Now issues a walk to the first batter he faces here in the third. Back to the top of the Roadrunner order we go. And it's going to be Daquan Dennis Lee, who grounded out to Gibson at second base in his first plate appearance. And the first pitch shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a fastball inside. The count 1-0. Mascarenas waiting on deck. He drew a walk in his first plate appearance. Would later come around to score in the inning. The 1-0 pitch. Right there, a called strike. And Shinjo, the one run is earned on the sac fly by Talton against him. And the 1-1 pitch delayed by a throw over to first, and back with a dive is Long. And Long does have some good speed, could be a catalyst there. He's 2 for 4 in stolen base attempts on the season. And the 1-1, missing inside, count goes 2-1. 3 walks today for Shinjo. And loser of this game will see their season come to an end. Winner will take on either Everett or Lower Columbia College in the next round. The 2-1 misses badly outside, and the count goes to 3-1. And Garcia going to go have a quick conversation with Shinjo. And really, you can't really blame him. He's coming out of the gate here in the third wild after getting an easy 1-2-3 inning in the second. And now Daquan Dennis Lee, an opportunity to look for a pitch to do some damage with. 3-1. We'll see if Shinjo gives in with a fastball near the center of the plate or if he keeps trying to nibble on the corner. Big right-hander set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. He walked him. So back-to-back walks to open up the inning for the Roadrunners.
Number 2, shortstop.
And here comes Richard Mascarenas. Mascarenas walked in his first plate appearance and later came around to score, hitting .315 on the year. And has an opportunity here to widen this Roadrunner lead. First offering from Shinjo delayed, and there's a throw that's gonna come after a slip on the back of the hill. And now home plate umpire's gonna go make sure that everything's okay. Today's officiating crew: Brad McGee behind the plate, Tyler Schmidt at first, and John Marshall is the third base umpire. Take a look there, back plenty of time as the ball sort of skipped over towards second base. Now the pitch on the way. There's a breaking ball. That's a called strike to Mascarenas. And we've seen more success in locating the secondary pitches today from Shinjo than we've seen the fastball. Never really a good sign as a pitcher, knowing that your straightest, most accurate pitch is failing you in the current situation. There's a bump up to the outside, a little pop-up bunt. And the count goes to 0-2. So with 2 strikes, we'll see if he keeps trying to dial in that fastball. It's a good opportunity to see if he can get Mascarenas to chase something up the ladder. But the Linn-Benton offense has been very patient today, so he may elect to go back to that curveball. Coming set, Shinjo. 2 looks to second. Here's the pitch. Fastball climbs the ladder, and it's going to be fouled back, so the count remains 0-2. Wind's currently blowing toward right field at the moment. Now Shinjo an opportunity to collect that first out of this inning, which has proven to be elusive. Here's the pitch upstairs, and the count 1-2. And he got him to swing at that pitch just a pitch ago, so why not try to throw it again? Where those high pitches look so good to you as a hitter, especially with 2 strikes trying to protect. There's a curveball that will be hit foul off to the right side, and 1-2 the count remains. Linn-Benton with a 1-0 lead. A single here could widen it a bit. Ball in the gap could make it a 3-0 game. Shinjo sets, glances at second, pitch on the way, fastball just missing downstairs, 2-2. Shinjo shaking his head on his way back to the rubber. So 2-2, 2 runners on. And there's another curveball. This one's going to end up in the dirt, so the count runs full. Shinjo in danger of walking the first 3 batters of this inning in consecutive fashion. Jacob Melton waiting on deck. The payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded to third. He's going to step on third for 1. Throw to second is late, so it's going to be a fielder's choice. And it's going to be 5 unassisted in the book for the first out. So 2 runners on for Melton. Boy, quality job by Sokol to get that ball and tag third. The speed, however, of Dennis Lee, too much as he made it to second before the throw was halfway there. And now Melton will come to the dish. His first offering is a fastball that misses away. Certainly wasn't high, the count 1-0. And now time called. There's going to be another conference on the hill. Again, you did get the first out, which was elusive. Took dramatic fashion to do so as Sokol nearly threw the ball into right field after tagging third base. And now you got to figure out how do you get these next couple of outs. These are the most dangerous hitters in the Linn-Benton lineup. And you've been struggling to throw strikes. So when he comes into the strike zone, they are hitting the ball. Fortunately for Shinjo, the contact has been either high fly balls that are easy to get underneath or ground balls that have been easily fielded by the infield behind him. So we'll see how he faces the meat of this Linn-Benton order. Melton, the hitter, followed by Kuntz. Again, Melton did have 3 home runs on the year. He was thrown out at home plate on that double steal attempt back in the first inning. And the 1-0, swing and a miss, strike 1. So sticks on the board, 1-1, 1 away here in the top of the third. Linn-Benton threatening with 2 on. And the pitch swung on and foul tip back into the chest protector of Garcia. The count goes to 1-2. So Shinjo, after the conversation with his coach, is ready, firing again. 1-2, we'll see how he attacks. Shinjo sets at the belt, kicks, fires. Breaking ball, that ball slapped the other way down the left field line. It's gonna roll toward the corner. 1 run is gonna score, and they're gonna hold the second runner, so an RBI double for Melton. Makes it 2-0 Linn-Benton. Boy, you take another look at that ball, just shot over the head of the third baseman and rolled toward the corner. 1 run came in. It's an RBI double for Melton, and here comes Parker Kuntz. Kuntz today drew a walk in his first plate appearance and swings to the first fastball, ground ball up the middle, a base hit. 1 run is in. They're going to wave in Melton. Throw comes from center field toward home plate, going to second now, and airmailing the throw into center field is Garcia. So a 2-run single, and advancing on the throw is going to be Kuntz. Again, ground ball just shot back toward the middle. No way they could get to it. Throw from Sear came directly to home plate, but a very ill-advised throw from Garcia as he airmails it back into center field. So Colton Talton comes to the plate. 3 runs home here in the third. Pitch on the way, in the dirt, ball 1. Talton today is got himself an RBI. He had a sacrifice fly back in the first inning. Now another RBI chance for him here. The runner at second. The 1-0 pitch is foul tipped at home plate, and the count knots up 1-1. Again, those 2 RBIs are numbers 16 and 17 for Kuntz on the year. And coming set, Shinjo. Pitch on the way. Fastball upstairs. So 2 balls and a strike. 3 runs home here in the third for the Roadrunners, as they're making the Tritons look like Wile E. Coyote here in the third. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Well, just behind it on that swing was Talton, and Talton darn near hit the ball over the right field wall with that sacrifice fly back in the first inning. Outfield shifted to take the other way. The 2-2 pitch swung on. There's a ball hit to straightaway center field, and his tracks is Sear. Runner tagging from second. Throw's going to go to third, and it is in time. What a throw from Sear as he cuts down Kuntz trying to advance on the fly ball. So a double play, and the side is retired, but not before. 3 runs come in to score, and it happens on 2 hits in the inning. No errors and no runners left on base. Home third when we return.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
The NWAC is rallying behind the Wounded Warrior Project, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to honor and empower wounded warriors. Wounded Warrior Project connects more than 10,000 wounded warriors, family members, and caregivers it serves with programs that empower them to live their lives on their own terms. Big thank you from the Wounded Warrior Project. On we go to inning number 3, well, the home half, as Carpenter will go back to work, and his first pitch is going to be taken for a called strike by Chris Cook. The Edmonds designated hitter today is batting .309, and his 0-1 offering from Carpenter. Good off-speed pitch that just misses off the outside corner. The count 1-1. And Carpenter set down every hitter he's faced thus far here in the bottom third. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-2. He has 4 strikeouts under his belt already. And the big southpaw into his windup, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's strikeout number 5. Boy, absolute filth right there with the curveball for the first out. And that's going to bring up Dylan Sear. And Sear batting .177, the lowest batting average in the starting lineup today for Edmonds. And he'll take a called strike to get his at-bat going. It was the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up. 7 went down via the strikeouts. And the second pitch to the 8-hitter on the way from Carpenter fires. There's a swing and a high fly ball to fairly deep left center field. Calling for it is going to be Melton. He'll put it away easily for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for the Roadrunners in the home third after scoring 3 runs in the top half, taking advantage of a few walks from Eric Shinjo. And now the pitch on the way to the 9-hole hitter. There's a fly ball to straightaway center. Melton will make the one-handed grab, and retired in order for the 3rd consecutive inning are the Tritons. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Back in Longview after this.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Fans, be sure to check out the NWAC on social media. Twitter, Facebook at NWAC Sports, and Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit NWACsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. Also by Pierce College. Find success at Pierce College, selected as one of the top 5 best community colleges in the nation. Pierce College offers more than 60 programs of study. Get started today at one of the nation's premier community colleges. Apply online at www.pierce.ctc.edu. Possibilities realized. So on we go to inning number 4, and a new arm will come on for Edmonds. A quick glance here. It's going to be Michael Buchanan, who has an ERA of 3.52, a 1-0 record, making his 12th appearance of the 2019 campaign, replacing Shinjo, who goes 3 complete, surrendering 4 runs on 2 hits. And the first hitter he sees will sky the first pitch foul. And the count 0-1. It's going to be Mumbahe, Leiden, and Fremsted due up in the half inning for the Roadrunners as Buchanan kicks, fires. There's a breaking ball, foul back off the catcher's mask, and the count 0-2. Again, a tale of opposites, it seems, for the first 3 innings, as Carpenter for the Roadrunners has been on fire. And the starter Shinjo couldn't get it going, and hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call. Got him looking on the outside corner with a fastball for out number 1. First strikeout for Buchanan today. And now bring up Marcus Leiden. Flew out to deep right field in his first appearance. And the pitch to him, swung on and fouled out to the right side. It's actually going to head toward the main campus of Lower Columbia College in the count 0-1. And no hits for the Tritons to this point, as the ball will be shot foul toward the Linn-Benton dugout, the count 0-2. Again, Leiden, if that ball had carried perhaps 6 more inches, would have been looking at his second home run of the season back in the 2nd inning. And it is 0-2 from Buchanan. Boy, just missing off the corner with a fastball. Quality 2-strike pitch from the right-hander. Now a 1-2. Set to be delivered. Buchanan fires. Ball is swung on and popped up to shallow right center field. Second baseman Gibson calling for it. He'll make the one-handed grab. And there are 2 gone. So a strikeout and a pop out Good way to start your day as a relief pitcher, to say the least. And here comes Frischoff Frimstead. Frimstead today 0 for 1 with a ground ball to Gibson at second base, and his first offering is going to be cut on and fouled to the right. So 0-1 will go the count. Again, top of the fourth inning at beautiful Story Field in Longview, NWAC Championship Baseball. Wes Tucker keeping you company. And the 0-1 on the way, fires down low. Good sharp bite to that slider. Fortunately, just a little too low. The count knots up, and now Fremstead back into the box and awaits the 1-1 inside. 2 balls and a strike. Again, Buchanan came away with 1 decision in 2019. And the 2-1 pitch. There's a slider that catches the corner. So deuces are wild here at the top of the fourth inning. 2-2 with 2 away. And 2 quick outs, and Maxwell Long waits on deck. Should we get that far? And the pitch. Just down low. Beautiful pitch from Buchanan. You can see him clapping his glove after the call was made. So big payoff pitch due here. The right-hander kicks and fires. There's a chopper toward third, and it's going to be played in foul territory by Sokol, the third baseman. And the Edmonds Tritons were close to an NWAC title just a weekend ago, where their softball team came in second place to North Idaho. And hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call, got him looking. So 3 up, 3 down for Buchanan. And now Edmonds will look to get their way back into the ball game. Home fourth from Longview after this.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Home half of inning number 4. Carpenter, the southpaw, back to work, facing the top of the order for the Tritons, and gets a called strike with the curveball to kick things off. So far through the first 3 innings, a total of 5 strikeouts for Carpenter, and the 0-1 will be taken upstairs by Sam Jones, who fanned in his first appearance today. Did so chasing a changeup down and away, and the 1-1 pitch. There is that changeup. It'll miss down and in. 2-1. And not a lot of attack from Edmonds so far. They have put the ball in play a couple of times, but hasn't amounted to absolutely anything. And the 2-1 swung on and foul tip back into the glove of Mambahe to knot up the count 2-2. Big southpaw from the windup, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there is strikeout number 6 on the day. Carving up this lineup so far is Carpenter. And those 6 strikeouts today bring his total up to 50 on the year. And the pitch to his next hitter puts down a bunt foul up the third baseline. That is Nick Sokol. Sokol took a backwards K in his first at-bat today. Did so on a breaking ball that beautifully painted that outside corner. So 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Swung on and beaten foul to the third base side, and the count 0-2. A full day of NWAC baseball for you from, well, not really sun up. Can't really say that today since it's an overcast sky, but until sundown. And the 0-2 pitch way upstairs, and the count 1-2. Boy, that's what you want to do with a 0-2 fastball. Put it where the hitter cannot get to it, even if he tried to. Get that cheap swing and a miss. And now the 1-2. Carpenter fires. There's a swing and a foul off to the right, so we'll do it again, 1-2. Again, Sokol did not have any home runs in 2019. He did have 16 RBI, stole 8 bases, very good runner. And the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, ball gets away from Mumbahe. Throw to first is in time. And there is strikeout number 7 for Carpenter. Now bring back up David Gibbons, who also took a backwards K in his first at-bat. And that was just a fastball that caught the corner. His first pitch here, going to be a curveball at the knees, a called strike. And normally when you talk about left-handed pitching, you think of slow, methodical workers. But Carpenter has really upped the pace since the first inning, which he was already firing at a quick pace. So that's saying something coming in here to the fourth. He's got a 4-run lead to work with. 1-1 the count. Carpenter kicks and fires. Here's a swing. There's a line drive toward right. It's going to hold up long enough for Long to settle underneath it, and the side is retired. So through 4, and nothing going for the Tritons. We go to the fifth, 4-0. Linn-Benton with the advantage.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn & Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
So, 5th inning now at Story Field. The first pitch is going to be to Maxwell Long. He'll take a called strike. Long walked in his first plate appearance back in the 3rd inning. His first at-bat against Buchanan will shoot it foul. So the count goes to 0-2. Again, Buchanan in his first inning of relief picked up a couple of strikeouts and an easy pop-out. 1-2-3 back in the 4th. And now the 0-2 to Long. Here's a swing and a foul tip straight back, nearly held onto by Garcia. So 0-2, the count will remain. 9-1-2 due up. Long, Dennis Lee, and Mascarenas for Linn-Benton. Clinging to a 4-run lead at this point. See if they can widen the margin a bit. The 0-2 fastball fouled away again behind home plate. So 0-2, the count will remain. And winner of this contest will take on either Everett or LCC. We'll have a game between those two powerhouses a little later in the day. Sure to tune in to the NWAC Sports Network for that. And the 0-2 fastball missing well up and in. It's a long. And Long was put out on a fielder's choice back in that third inning, in which Linn-Benton scored 3 runs. And the 1-2 swung on and shot foul again. And a very good hitter is Long, not the most powerful tool in the shed, but does hit for a high average, 362. Sort of acting as a second leadoff man. The 1-2 pitch. Going to be grounded foul, a good breaking ball. Good job waiting for it, though, was Long. So 1-2 outfield, shifting Long to take the ball the other way. Big gap on the left field line. And the 1-2 outside to knot things up at 2 apiece. And Buchanan came in to replace Shinjo, who gave up those 4 runs in just 3 innings pitched, in which he walked 4 hitters. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and down goes Long for out number 1. Third strikeout of the morning for Buchanan. Now he'll face the top of the Roadrunner batting order. Daquan Dennis Lee to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. Also a run scored on his line today. And the pitch on the way. There's a swing. That ball's hit well to deep right field. Back, warning track. Out the wall it goes. On his way to second is Dennis Lee. And he's on board with 1 away here in the 5th inning. And that ball was absolutely smoked off the bat of Daquan Dennis Lee, as it will hit the fence and go down as a 1-out double. And that's going to bring up Richard Mascarenas, the shortstop. Been on base twice and scored twice. Once on a sacrifice fly, and now a runner in scoring position for him, as he will take the first pitch curveball outside and perhaps low for ball 1. Mascarenas with 29 RBI, 30th potentially at second base for him here in the 5th inning. And the pitch swung on. That ball is lofted into fairly deep left field. Chasing it back is Jones. Ball got caught up in the wind a little bit, but he's able to make the grab for out number 2, and having to stay put at second base is Daquan Dennis Lee. So that means it's going to be up to Jacob Melton, arguably one of the better hitters in the Southern Division this year of NWAC baseball. And also no slouch when it came to running the bases either. Stole 16 bases. And swings to the first pitch he sees, pops it up on the left side, and it will drift out of play into the parking lot. And the count 0-1. Parker Kuntz waits on deck. Should we get that far into the inning? Dennis Lee leads off a second. And the 0-1. In the dirt, played on a backhanded pick by Garcia, the catcher. Count knots up at 1 apiece. And probably not going to see the speedy Dennis Lee take off here. It's the 1-1 pitch from Buchanan is in the dirt, and Dennis Lee looked like he may have had a jump, but instead will have to retreat back to second base. So 2-1 goes the count. 2 away, a strikeout and a flyout. Fanned Long to open up the inning. And the 2-1. From the letters, kicks, fires. In the dirt, 3-1 now. Again, not a horrible idea to put Melton on. He has been hitting the ball all tournament, all season. For that matter, he had an RBI double back in the 3rd. So we'll see if they continue a pitch around technique. The 3-1 on the way, and there's a ball that's smoked to center field. Chasing it back on the warning track is going to be Sear, and he'll make the grab for the third out, and they strand a runner in scoring position. 1 hit in the inning, no runs and no errors. On to the home fifth we go. Back after this.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
Home half of inning number 5 presents itself. It's Butler, Hamakawa, and Garcia due up for the Tritons facing Carpenter as the first pitch is fouled back. The count 0-1. Carpenter facing the middle of the order for the second time in this ball game. Linn-Benton had a runner in scoring position in the top half, but couldn't bring him through to score. And a swing and miss there makes the count 0-2. Quality off-speed pitch from Carpenter. He's really got that changeup working to his advantage today. And the curveball has got a little zip to it as well from the southpaw as the 0-2 is in the dirt. There's that breaking ball we just talked about. Count 1-2. Butler popped out to the first baseman Fremsted earlier. And the 1-2 pitch, curveball missing upstairs, and the count knots up at 2. And Hamakawa on deck, followed by Garcia. Middle third, and the 2-2. Swung on, that ball is hit to deep right field. Chasing it is Long, and he'll make the grab running toward the line for the first down. So a quick out here in the 5th, and that's going to bring up Yugo Hamakawa. Hamakawa today 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Took a fastball right on the inside corner for the second out back in the second inning. Carpenter ready to go from the windup. The southpaw fires, and he takes a first pitch curveball down low, ball 1. And Carpenter with 6 strikeouts to this point, and the pitch swung on and fouled off. That one's going to hit the pole. So the count knots up at 1 apiece. Tritons have been stymied to this point. And now a 1-1 from Carpenter. Fires in the dirt. That one will actually get to the backstop, but no harm, no foul, no runners on base. And the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. And I'd like to give an early shout out to Chris and the rest of the folks over at Topher Vision. Always do a great job with the NWAC tournaments. The 2-1. Round ball up the middle, fielded by Carpenter. Underhand throw to first is in plenty of time. So 1-3 on the putout. 2 gone here in the 5th inning, and that'll bring up the catcher, Alex Garcia. And Garcia, one of the lower batting averages for the Tritons, hit .241, had 3 home runs, 26 RBIs. But that goes back to the argument, generalized argument, if you will, that catchers really aren't in the lineup for their offensive production. So the pitch is not going to count for anything, but a quality frame anyway by Mumbahe. And home plate umpire Brad Maggie didn't put the ball in play just yet, so we'll do it again. The first offering from Carpenter. Going to miss up and in, ball one. And immediately the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and beaten foul up the third base side, and the count knots up at 1 apiece. But back on the subject of catcher's production. Again, you have the big catchers who produce both. You got Buster Posey in the pros, absolutely. Great offensive force as well as a defensive artist. Defensively, though, Garcia put up about par numbers with the rest of the catchers in the Northwestern Athletic Conference. Now has a 1-2 count against Carpenter here. 2 away, home fifth, 4-0 the score. Pitch on the way. And that one will run in and hit him. So it appears Carpenter is human after all. And the Tritons have their first base runner on the hit batsman. Just take a look here. It just skips in and grazes the back kneecap of Garcia. And that brings up the designated hitter, Chris Cook. Cook struck out in his first plate appearance, and now Carpenter, working from the stretch for the first time, will fire a strike, waved at and missed by Cook. And often you get so comfortable from the windup, especially when you went this deep into the ballgame without allowing a runner, and now he's firing an off-speed pitch from the stretch for strike two. Usually it's a little rocky when you start from the stretch position, but Carpenter with 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2 pitch on the way to Cook. Here's a swing and a foul tip back into the glove, strike 3, so strikeout number 7 for Carpenter, and a runner is stranded. No hits, no runs, and no errors. We have played 5 complete, and it is 4-0 in favor of the Roadrunners.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Fans, be sure to check out the NWAC merchandise. T-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC. So on we go to the 6th inning. Roadrunners have the heart of their order due up, 4, 5, and 6 to face Buchanan. And the first pitch thrown to Kuntz is going to be fouled off to the right side. The count, no balls and 1 strike. And the Tritons got their first base runner of the game in the home half of the 5th inning. Couldn't do anything with it, though, as a hit batter in the 0-1. That ball skied foul as well, the count 0-2. Both teams fighting for their season's life here at Story Field. 0-2, we'll see what Buchanan elects to go with. A hard thrower, but has a good off-speed pitch, and he'll spike a fastball. The count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And today, Kuntz has singled and walked. He does have 2 RBIs on his stat line as well. The 1-2 pitch, down low, 2-2. Well, it took a little off of that pitch and wound up sinking down a little low below the knees. So a 2-2 pitch due. Buchanan from the windup kicks and fires. There's a swing and a ground ball towards short. On the backhand, Hamakawa throw across the diamond is going to be not in time. The first baseman, Gibbons, pulled his foot as well, but a fantastic effort to keep that ball from going toward the bullpen. As you see here, a great backhanded pickup, the throw across, and it looked like had the throw been fielded cleanly and the foot stayed on the bag, it would have been an out at first base. Instead, it's going to go as an infield hit. So Colton Talton, the designated hitter, to the plate. And the offering on the way to him, a breaking ball missing away. Throw back to first, nowhere close. Fourth hit of the day for the Roadrunners. Colton Talton is 0 for 1. Does have a sacrifice fly to his credit, though. That came back in inning number 1. Pickoff throw from Buchanan, and back with a dive is Kuntz. Kuntz very quick out there at first base, stole 5 in 5 attempts. And the 1-0 delayed by yet another throw over, and back again with plenty of time, Kuntz. And Talton with 4 home runs, has 36 RBI on the year now. And the 1-0 pitch. That ball is driven toward left center, and that's going to land for a base hit. So back-to-back singles for the Roadrunners to open up the top of the 6th inning. That's going to bring up Jordan Mumbahi. Mumbahi today, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts on his line. 1 looking and 1 swinging. Mumbahi was batting .305 at the first pitch of this game, has dropped now to .297. And his pitch delayed as the throw goes back to second base. We've already seen the catcher Garcia airmail a throw attempt into center field. That was back in the 3rd inning, in which Linn-Benton scored 3 runs. So the wind now blowing in toward home plate. Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a high pop-up that will drift ever so lazily out of play behind us. And the count 0-1. And all runs have been charged to Shinjo, the starter for the Tritons. And the 0-1 pitch, Buchanan throws it. Ball is going to be smothered at home plate by Garcia. Showing bunt was Mumbahi. And there are no outs. Good opportunity to put the runners in scoring position for Leiden. And Fremsted would wait on deck after Leiden. So you got some good hitters coming up. So we'll see if they elect to sacrifice. The 1-1 on the way, showing bunt and putting it down the third base side. Buchanan fields it. The throw to first is in time. In the meantime, runners will advance now at second and third. Textbook sacrifice right there, far enough to the third base side that the pitcher had to range a ways to get to the ball. And the third baseman camping over there at third, allowing the runners to advance. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Marcus Leiden. The pitch, a breaking ball that just misses, and the count 1-0. Infield in to cut off the potential run. Getting good speed at third in the form of Kuntz. 1-0. And Buchanan fires. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. That one's barely going to squeak through the infield, and it is going to be hauled in at shortstop. My goodness, what a play by Hamakawa. Losing both the hat and the glasses. You take a look at this. This is probably one of the hardest routes to run to catch a ball. Did you see that? An unbelievable over-the-shoulder catch, and there's 2 gone. That is a huge play for the Tritons. And here comes Frishoff Firmstead. First set 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. And the first offering to him from Buchanan. There's a breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Maxwell Long waits on deck. Should we get that far in the inning? 2 in scoring position, 2 away for the Roadrunners. And Buchanan's 1-0 pitch taken low and away for ball 2. Boy, quality looking pitch, unfortunately, for Buchanan and the Tritons just off the corner. But now a 2-0 pitch. See what he comes back with. The pitch is going to miss down low, 3-0. Long on deck, who struck out the first time he faced Buchanan. And fires a strike on the inner half of the plate, 3-1. So Buchanan fights his way back into the count. See if it was a little too late on that effort, however. Kuntz at third, Talton at second. Big lead off the second base bag for Talton. Middle infielders playing a little deeper in depth right now. And the big 3-1 pitch. Swung on. There's a little flare towards shallow right, and it's going to hold up long enough for Butler to get underneath and make the grab. So the side is retired. So 2 in scoring position stranded. No runs on 2 hits in the inning and no errors. On we go to the home half of inning number 6 in Longview. 4-0 Linn-Benton.
I chose Centralia College because I wanted to stay close at home while getting a great education. Playing for a smaller school has a strong sense of a community, and they just want to see you succeed. We're bigger than just a team. We're a big family. My name is Dylan. I play baseball at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
So away we go here in the home 6th. Edmonds trailing Linn-Benton 4-0, and it's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up, beginning with Dylan Sear for Edmonds. He'll take ball 1 upstairs. It is going to be Sear, Gibson, and Jones in the home 6. Linn-Benton had 2 in scoring position in the top half, but could not bring anything across. In fact, had 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. A fantastic play was made by Hugo Hamakawa behind the second base bag. The 2-0 pitch swung on and popped straight up behind home plate. And the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. And running out of time are the Tritons as we find ourselves in the 6th inning. Rain seems to be starting up again, and the 2-1 pitch missing downstairs. 3 balls and a strike. And Edmonds had their first hitter reach base in the last inning of offense for them. The 3-1 pitch, fastball that catches the inner corner, and the count runs full, 3-2. Was a hit batsman. It was the catcher Garcia as the payoff pitch swung on. That ball is skied into foul territory and way out of play to the left side. As a matter of fact, it will get to the parking lot as well, so the count remains full for the big left-hander. And Carpenter, the southpaw, from the windup. There's a swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher. It's going to be secured with a throw to first. And there is out number 1. Strikeout number 8 on the day for Carpenter as he's having himself a dandy of a start. And Edmonds making 34 appearances in the NWAC Championship Tournament. They have a total of 7 titles of those 34 appearances. Most recent one in 2014 as Carpenter misses upstairs to Gage Gibson. 1 ball, no strikes. Gibson flew out to right field in his first at-bat. And the 1-0 pitch. Right at the knees, a called strike. Meanwhile, Linn-Benton, 15 appearances, and they have a total of 2 NWAC titles. The 1-1. Little cue shot, ground ball up to first, going to be fielded cleanly by Fremstead, 2 gone. 3 unassisted for out number 2, and back to the top of the order we go in Sam Jones with the last title Linn-Benton won was in 1991 when the NWAC Baseball Championships were being hosted by Yakima Valley. The last 15 consecutive years, Lower Columbia College has hosted the NWAC Baseball Championships right here in Longview. Beautiful Story Field. And the pitch now to Jones will be fouled off behind home plate to the right side. The count 0-1. And Jones 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts to his name. And now is 0-1 from Carpenter outside with the changeup. 1-1. For the Roadrunners, they'll have their 9-1-2 hitters due up in the 7th inning. 1-1 pitch. Here's a line drive, and there's the first base hit of the day for the Tritons. It had to happen at some point. And there's 1 on with 2 away. And that's going to bring up Nick Sokol. Sokol today is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts of his own. Matter of fact, that's the first time one of the top 3 hitters in the order has been on base today for the Tritons. First pitch, there's a swing, and that ball is lofted to fairly deep left center field. Calling for it, the center fielder, Melton, and he will make the grab. The side is retired, so no runs on the first hit of the day, no errors, and a runner left on. We go to the 7th inning. It is a 4-0 score in favor of the Roadrunners.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
So as we welcome you back to Longview, we got a new pitcher in for the Edmonds Tritons. It is going to be Cole Burrows coming in to pitch. An 8.44 ERA for the young right-hander. Made 4 appearances, did not collect any decisions. 5 1/3 total innings where he struck out 6 and walked 5. And he's going to have his hands full here with the 9-1-2 hitters of the Linn-Benton College batting order. It's going to be Long, Dennis Lee, and Mascarenas. And Maxwell Long is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, has also drawn a walk to this point, was stranded at third base in the 3rd inning. So we'll see how he'll fare against the third arm thrown, Buchanan, throwing 3 awesome innings of relief, to say the least. So we take a look back. He collected a total of 3 strikeouts. And in the effort, did only surrender 2 hits, so quality relief appearance for Buchanan. As Maxwell Long will dig in. His first offering is going to miss downstairs, the count 1-0. And Long struck out swinging on a pitch darn near in on the fists in his last at bat, and now will take a called strike on the inner corner, 1-1. And Burrows, a harder throwing pitcher. You won't see as many off-speed or breaking balls from number 26 there, but the 1-1 fastball fouled straight back, and the count 1-2. And Long has been busy out there in right field. When it hasn't been a weak ground out or a strikeout, the flyouts have generally gone his way. He's had to run a couple down, one near the corner, running toward the line, and the 1-2 pitch downstairs, 2-2 the count. Top of the order, and Daquan Dennis Lee waiting on deck as we kick off the 7th inning here. And the 2-2 on the way. There's a fastball downstairs, 3-2 the count. And top of the order has been hitting the ball very well today for the Roadrunners. So last thing you want to do is put the 9-hole hitter on to lead off an inning for them. The 3-2 pitch, there it is in the dirt. It's a leadoff walk. The second walk drawn by Long today, and here comes Daquan Dennis Lee. Daquan Dennis Lee rocketed a line drive off the wall in his last at-bat, turning it into a double. And he would later be brought in on an RBI single by Kuntz. And he takes ball 1 outside. 1 ball and no strikes the count. And it started misting a little bit, but has died down again. Probably not the last time we'll see it today. Runner on first. That's Long. Good speed. Pitch on the way. There's a fastball outside. 2-0 the count. Again, Burrows came into this game with more walks than strikeouts to begin with. And now a 2-0 to a dangerous hitter on the way. There's a fastball in the dirt, 3-0 now. Activity in the Edmonds bullpen as a right-hander has begun to loosen up. Make that 2 right-handers. As a matter of fact, some double barrel action out there. We'll see how much longer they allow the erratic location of Burrows. He's going to look down there into the Tritons bullpen. It's going to be Noah Fens getting loose there, the right-hander. And now home plate umpire McGee's going to come out and break up the conversation. Also getting ready is A.J. Baldwin. A couple of freshmen of right-handed arms loosening for Edmonds. So 3-0 to Daquan Dennis Lee. Richard Mascarenas waits on deck, and now settling back in, ready to continue play, is Burrows as the 3-0 pitch is going to catch the outside corner. A little high in the zone, but nonetheless it works. 3-1. So we'll see if Daquan has the green light here. Undoubtedly so. He's just that good of a hitter. 3-1 pitch. Shows bunt, pulls back, and it's ball 4. So 2 on back-to-back walks. And here comes Richard Mascarenas. Mascarenas has reached base twice, has scored twice, walked once. He flew out back in inning number 5. Did so to left center field as the left fielder Jones making the grab. So he digs back in, came into this game hitting .315, now has an RBI chance here in the latter third of the ball game. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 1. Roadrunners didn't have success after a sacrifice bunt, put 2 in scoring position just an inning ago, so we'll see if they elect to try that same strategy again. And the man on deck, a fantastic hitter, that's Melton, showing bunt, and it's going to be shot way foul down the third base line. So a rolling strike to knot things up 1-1. Again, with a runner on second base, it's the job of the pitcher to cover that third baseline, so that's where you want to put the sacrifice bunts, or bunting for a hit in this juncture. Could be both. And the 1-1 pitch delayed as Burrows will step off the back of the rubber. Both right-handed arms appear to be ready as a signal comes in from the bullpen. The 1-1 pitch shows bunts, and that one comes in and hits the helmet of Mascarenas. So 2 walks and a hit batter. And that one runs up in and domes the hitter. We'll just take another look at it here. Fastball coming in and just off the top of the helmet. Boy, and that's why we wear them. Now getting checked out by the training staff. He's trying to signal that he's okay, but training staff always going to make sure. Again, fastball just got away, so bases are loaded after the hit batsman. And now Jacob Melton, an opportunity to crack this game wide open. Oh, a correction. They're going to say that he offered at the bunt attempt, so it's going to be a painful strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count as he'll begin the saunter back to home plate. Let's take another look at it. Squared around there. It looks like he did move the bat upwards, but it may have been in self-defense trying to avoid the pitch. Obviously, it didn't work out. But it's going to be a strike, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. So a painful one, to say the least. So he'll get his gloves back on.
Take your time. Take your time.
And also the arms in the bullpen for the Tritons getting some extra throws in after that. And rightfully so, taking his time to get back into the box is Mascarenas after taking a fastball off the dome. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Burrows fires. There's a swing and a foul straight back. So the count 1-2. So getting right back in the box and fighting right away is Mascarenas.
Come on, Rick. That's it, buddy. Be tough up there.
Again, Burrows has been very wild in his first inning of work in this ball game. And the 1-2 pitch, there's a breaking ball that's popped up on the infield, and it's going to drift out of play to the right, nearly taking out our first base cameraman over there. Everything appears to be all right, though. No equipment damage. No people damage either. Always a good sign. So 1-2. Is the count. A couple of foul balls, and boy, you expected to see that curveball start inside in this at-bat. It was a high curveball, too, from Burrows. 1-2 pitch. Check swing, foul at the plate. Another curveball starting inside. 1-2. Doesn't seem to be phased by the pitch selection after getting hit with a fastball. And you'll often see a hitter become more and more timid the further inside a pitcher works, often resulting in a curveball giving the hitter the jelly leg. So 1-2, the count remains. Burrows going to try and dig deep here, find a pitch that can either be hit for an out or swing and miss for that first. The pitch on the way, there's a swing and another pitch fouled away as Mascarenas refuses to go down quietly.
Keep it up, Rick. Keep it up, buddy. Win this.
And on deck is Melton. Force at any bag. Now we had a quick stoppage of play, so the runner at second could tie his shoe. It's Maxwell Long out there. And the 1-2 pitch, down low, 2-2. Boy, this is a battle and a half. You want the definition of grit, Webster's Dictionary is going to point you to Richard Mascarenas. 2-2. Burrows sets. No glance at second. The pitch swung on and missed. So he goes down for the first out. And still 2 on base. Here comes Melton. So Melton, who's got himself an RBI double to his credit today, will come to the plate. He flew out in his most recent plate appearance to dead center field. Melton into the left-handed box in his first offering. Ground ball, no, line drive, holding it short as it held up long enough and taking it to the bag to complete the double play is going to be Hamakawa. So they strand a few more runners on base as you take a look at that there, and away we go. Bottom of the 7th inning stretch time. Linn-Benton up 4-0.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
See you. Be your resourceful self at Clark College.
So ready we are to resume play. Home 7th, and Carpenter back out to work for the Roadrunners. He'll fire the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. And Carpenter very solid to this point, has only given up 1 hit. 2 runners have reached against the left-hander. And the 1-0 pitch is going to miss outside. 2 balls and no strikes to David Gibbons leading off for the Tritons. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a line out to right. 2-0 pitch upstairs, 3-0. And you often start to see that, especially when a pitcher starts working deeper into the ball games. You can tell they're getting tired when they continually miss up. And the 3-0 pitch right down Broadway, a called strike. So finding his way back into the count is Carpenter. So we'll see if the southpaw can pull this one out. The 3-1 ground ball toward the middle, fields it. And the underhand toss to first is in plenty of time, 1 gone. So 1 away here in the home 7th. It'll be Jacob Butler, the right fielder. Due up, has popped out and flown out in today's contest. The pop out was to the first baseman back in inning number 2. And that was first offering here in the 7th swing. And there's a lazy fly ball to straightaway right. Staying underneath it and making the easy grab is going to be Long, and there's 2 gone. So 2 quick outs in the home 7th. As Edmonds is down to their last 7 outs to try and keep their season alive. They're going to have to get past the red-hot left-handed Carpenter to do so, and time called. And Carpenter going to throw another ball. That's the second time that the Tritons have been able to pull that trick on Carpenter. And the first time he actually fired a pitch at full speed on the corner that would have been called a strike. This time he lobs it in. And the first pitch, upstairs, ball 1. And always a great tactic to try and throw a pitcher off of his rhythm. Once he settles in, he becomes that much more dangerous. And here's the ball skied on the infield. Rumstead running for it near the dugout, and it will land, and he actually takes a tumble into the Edmonds dugout. Looks like everything is okay, though. So 1-1 the count. You get another look Over on the left there, you could just see the first baseman end up in the Edmonds dugout. One more angle for you. Always funny to see that. The 1-1. There's a breaking ball for a called strike at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alex Garcia waits on deck so we get that far. The 1-2 pitch inside, and the count runs to 2-2. Deuces are wild here in the home 7th. 2-2, 2 away, a 4-run lead for Carpenter and the Roadrunners. And the 2-2 pitch. Hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call. Got him looking, and that's strikeout number 9 for Carpenter as we have played 7 complete and still a 4-0 lead for the Roadrunners. Back in Longview shortly.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
So back we get to the action. A new arm coming on for the Edmonds Tritons. It is going to be Fens taking over here in the top half of inning number 8 as the day for Burrows is done. As we take a quick look, Fens at 2.84 ERA, a total of 62 strikeouts to 16 walks. He's going to be facing Kuntz, Talton, and Mumbahe. Middle of the order coming up. And another hard-throwing right-hander, a freshman right-hander for the Tritons. And the first pitch on the way, a swing and a miss, strike 1. Kuntz today is 2 for 2 with a couple of singles, a couple RBI, and has also drawn a walk. The pitch in the dirt, and the count knots up at 1 apiece. And running out of time are the Tritons. And the 1-1 pitch, here's a popped-up bunt, and it's going to be fielded by the pitcher. Throw to first is not in time. So a bunt base hit for Kuntz, his 3rd single of the day. As we get another look just at how close this play was. Beautifully run out. And a runner on first for Colton Talton. Talton today is 1 for 2. Does have a single and a sacrifice fly on his stat line. And here's the first pitch to him, a fastball that catches the low in corner. Count no balls and 1 strike. Infield into double play depth for the Tritons. And from the belt, Fens fires. Runner takes off for second. Throw is there and knocked out of the glove by the runner. So safe at second. A stolen base for Kuntz. As you take a look there, looks like it will be a wild pitch. The ball was never really in the glove, and the slide came into the player. So beautifully done by Kuntz to put himself in scoring position. Now a 1-1 to Talton on the way. There's a fastball right down Broadway, a called strike 2. And a very happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody out there. Early start on Friday for y'all. And the 1-2 on the way swung on and skied foul and well out of play to the right side. So the count remains 1-2. Again, as we said earlier in the broadcast, winners of this game will play either Lower Columbia or Everett. Here's a ground ball. That's going to go off the foot of the pitcher. It's going to be a race to the back. Third at first is in time, so they get the out, but moving up to third in the process is Kuntz. As you take a look at this, ball was stung and hit off the front foot of the pitcher Fens. And there's one gone. It's going to be a 1-4-3 putout. And now Jordan Mambahe will come to the dish, but first everyone wants to make sure that Fens is okay. Again, no comebacker, doesn't hurt at all. Regardless of where it hits you, it's going to leave quite a bit of a mark. And it's cheaper than most tattoos if you're looking for seam tattoos. So the right-hander appears to be okay. He's going to get a couple of pitches to throw to make sure everything is all right. And we'd like to remind fans to follow the NWAC on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube even. That's right, we're broadcasting on YouTube. And check nwacsports.org for the most recent information on sports schedules, stats, and more. So back to the action we get. Here comes Jordan Mambahe. 0 for 3 today. And we'll take a called strike to kick off this at-bat. Looks like Fens is all right and ready to go out there on the hill. Couple of strikeouts for the Linn-Benton catcher. The 0-1 breaking ball. There's a flare in the right center. Holding up long enough. Runner tags from third. Throw comes in nowhere close, and it's 5-0 Linn-Benton.
Good job, Jordan.
So a little fly ball in the right center and gives Linn-Benton an insurance run. They now lead 5-0. And that's going to bring up Marcus Leiden. 0 for 3 with 2 pop-outs and a fly-out to his credit so far. And the first offering from Fens is going to be fouled straight back. The count 0-1. And that pop-out back in the 6th inning was a very difficult play for Hamakawa, catching it over his shoulder in shallow center. So he fouls another one off behind home plate. And the count 0-2 as that one hit the bleachers behind home plate. So no balls and 2 strikes the count. From the windup, Fens fires. There's a swing and a miss. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the first base umpire. And the side is retired, but 1 run will come in on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Home 8th when we return in Longview.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
So back we get to the action here in the 8th inning as Carpenter will go back out for his 8th inning of work in this game. The left-hander has been darn near unstoppable today. So he fires the first pitch outside for ball 1. It's going to be Garcia, Cook, and Sear due up, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the Edmonds lineup as a called strike even things up. 1-1, no action in the bullpen for the Roadrunners. Again, Carpenter has had some electric stuff today. It's the 1-1 pitch. Good breaking ball, waved at and missed. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. 9 strikeouts for Carpenter through the first 7 innings of work. Now has Garcia on the ropes. The 1-2, hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call, got him looking, and there's 1 gone in the 8th inning. Strikeouts, number 10, as he's reached double digits today. A masterful performance while his team is facing elimination. They'll bring up Chris Cook, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. And the pitch to him, check swing. Did he go? No, says Tyler Schmidt, the first base umpire. So the breaking ball missing low and in. 1 ball, no strikes, and the follow-up pitch is going to be a fastball taken upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Only 2 runners have reached base. Jones has a hit, and Garcia, who just struck out, was hit by a pitch earlier in the ball game. And now it appears the sun is trying to break through the overcast sky. Be a nice change of pace there were it to happen. And the 2-1 in the dirt. Count goes to 3-1. Trying to throw that changeup. Instead, will spike it. And if a walk is issued here to Cook, you may see that bullpen start to get active. The pitch, ground ball. That's going to go through the right side. A base hit. So 1 on and 1 away. Second base hit of the morning for the Tritons. And that'll bring back up Dylan Sear. And both times that he's had to work from the windup, he's got the out he needs right away. See if he can continue that trend with Sear at the plate. And the first pitch is going to be delayed by a throw over to first, but back just in time with a dive is Cook. Cook was 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts this season. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 from Sear. Sear is 0 for 2 with a fly out to center field and a strikeout to his line. And now the 0-1 pitch. Another throw over to first, and back without a tag this time is Cook. Boy, a quality move from the southpaw. Very deceptive move. And the 0-1 on the way. Check swing, ground ball to first, and looks like the only play is going to be to tag the runner out. So they'll do the quick little underhand throw to first as the runner was trying to stall for time. Instead, will be put out 3-4 in your scorebooks at home. So 2 away and a runner in scoring position for the Tritons. You take one more look at it. Again, a good presence of mind by the runner to stall for some time in case the runner wanted to take off for third, but instead they'll secure it with the underhand throw. And now Carpenter, with 2 outs, will face Gage Gibson. First offering to him, the fastball right down Broadway, called strike 1. Gibson 0 for 2 today with a fly out and a ground out to the first baseman. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball missing badly outside, knotting things up, 1-1. In the home half of the 8th inning, Edmonds going to have their 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. Oh, pardon. Linn-Benton in the top of the 9th inning. They're 8, 9, and 1. Pardon me. And a check swing foul into the Edmonds dugout, and the count 1-2. And the Tritons are down to their last 4 outs here this season, hanging on by a thread. Linn-Benton will have one more opportunity to add on some insurance to this 5-run lead. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled off yet again to the right. Although insurance may not be necessary, the way that Carpenter has been throwing today, right now 7 2/3 innings under his belt, only surrendered 2 hits, and he's only surrendered 1 hit batter or walk in that category. The 1-2 pitch, and in the dirt, 2-2. Deuces are wild here in the home half of the 8th inning. Carpenter's also in double digits with strikeouts. He's got 10. Carpenter sets at the belt, and the 2-2 on the way to Gibson. Kicking, firing. There's a swing, and there's a high fly ball to straightaway left. Calling for it is going to be Kuntz, making the grab, and the side is retired. So time running out for the Tritons. Linn-Benton with one more opportunity to add on. 1 hit and a runner left on. To the 9th inning we go. 5-0 Roadrunners.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
Today's game is brought to you by Baden. Baden Sports is proud to be the official ball partner of the NWAC Championships. For nearly 40 years, Baden Balls has set the standard of quality and craftsmanship, delivering world-class game balls to colleges and national conferences across the country. Baden, it's all about perfection. 9th inning presents itself, and Linn-Benton an opportunity to add on to this 5-run lead. Friends will go back out and pitch the 9th inning for the Tritons, and facing Fremstead first, and he'll foul the first pitch back. The count 0-1, and wasting no time is Fens. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Again, Carpenter will come back out in the 9th inning, it appears, as the 0-2 pitch is grounded and misplayed initially at second. The throw to first is not in time, so an error by Gibson. And a runner on board. So reaching on the E4 is Fremstead. As you see, this is a routine ground ball. Gibson makes this play 99 out of 100 times. But boy, what a time for that 100th, as a good stride secures that base hit. Well, at least secures the runner. It's not going to be a base hit. That's an E4. And the pitch on the way, fastball right down the pipe. A called strike 1 to Maxwell Long. Long is 0 for 1 today, with a strikeout and 2 walks to his credit. Taking a good lead off of first is Fremstead. He's 10 for 10 in stolen bases. And runner takes off for second. Throw down is going to be there, but the ball will skip out of the glove again. A stolen base. And that is stolen base number 11 for Fremstead on the season. Still no outs and a 1-1 count to Maxwell Long. And now Fens sets, glances at second. The 1-1 pitch, fastball on the outside corner, and the count goes to 1-2. Waiting on deck, top of the order for the Roadrunners in Daquan Dennis Lee. And wind blowing in toward home plate. And the 1-2 way outside, and the count knots up at 2 apiece. And loser of this game will head home for the season. Meanwhile, the winner will take on either Everett or Lower Columbia College. We'll have the game between Everett and LCC later today. And the 2-2 offering on the way. Here's a swing and a rocket foul off to the right side. Count 2-2. And in the home ninth, Edmonds is going to have the top of their order due up. So they'll try to keep the deficit at 5 here in the ninth inning. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 1. So 1 away on the strikeout. And back to the top of the Linn-Benton order we go in Daquan Dennis Lee. Today, Dennis Lee is 1 for 2, a double, a ground out, 2 walks, and a run scored. Fenn sets, glove at the belt, and the pitch on the way. Fastball missing well outside. 1 ball and no strikes. And runner at second, Fremsted reached base on an error and stole second base. It was a bit of a delayed steal, really, catching Garcia off guard. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Richard Mascarenas waits on deck. And the freshman right-hander with a long look into Garcia. No glance at second. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, 3-0 now. And the silver lining is if you do walk Dennis Lee, you set up a potential double play. The bad news is Dennis Lee is an incredibly quick base runner. This will be a very hard turn. The 3-0 pitch, right on the corner, a called strike. So fighting his way back in is Fenns. Again, still no activity in that Linn-Benton bullpen. Opportunity for Carpenter to throw a complete here. And ball 4 down low. So 2 on, 1 out, and here comes Mascarenas. Mascarenas today has been hit in the head with a pitch, but unfortunately offered at that same pitch, so had to come back. Ended up striking out after fouling off 3 pitches. And his first pitch in this at-bat is going to be a fastball at the knees, called strike 1. Mascarenas has been on base twice and has scored twice, has walked and reached on a fielder's choice. And that was 0-1 offering from Fenns, fouled off to the right. So now Mascarenas in the hole, 0-2. Waiting on deck is Melton of the Road Runners. He's got himself a RBI hit as well. And the 0-2 outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Wind has shifted once more, now blowing out toward right. And taking his time is the tall right-hander. The 1-2 swung on. There's the ball popped up, perhaps in play behind home plate. Garcia chases it, but it will squeak behind the backstop. The count will remain 1-2. And lots more NWAC baseball coming your way today. We'll have Yakima playing next. And now the 1-2 pitch. Curveball outside, knotting things up at 2. Again, a very patient hitter is Mascarenas. Saw him work a walk in the first inning that took 9 pitches to accomplish. And the 2-2. In the dirt, count runs full. So still only 1 away. Last thing you want to do is load the bases for the most dangerous hitter in the lineup, and that's Jacob Melton. Setting his fence, and the pitch, and a balk is going to be called, so no pitch, and the runners are going to advance. Boy, just one of those days where nothing seems to go right. And now there's going to be some conversation as to whether or not it's going to be ball 4 or a balk. So the umpires will gather to discuss what just happened. And they're just going to call it ball 4. So a walk will load the bases for Jacob Melton. 382 is batting average, has an RBI double already on his line today. And his first offering, swung on and missed. Boy, got a fastball right down the heart of the plate and was just behind it, 0-1. Working from the windup with the bases loaded, and now a foul tip back into the glove of Garcia for strike 2. And that RBI double that Melton hit was a little slap shot the other way over the third baseman's head that would roll toward the corner. And he would later come in to score on an RBI single by Kuntz. And just off the plate with the fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And 1 away. And from the windup, here it comes, the 1-2. Ground ball toward the middle, off the pitcher's glove. They'll get the out at home, and no throw to first. So an out recorded, 1-2 on the fielder's choice, and reaching first is Melton. Runners will advance all around, 2 away here in the top of the 9th. And that's going to bring up Parker Kuntz, who singled and scored in his last plate appearance, also stole a base, and his first pitch is popped up in shallow right. Calling for it is Butler. He'll make the one-handed grab, and crisis averted as the bases are left full. We go to the home 9th, 5-0, Linn-Benton.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quade? See ya! Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
So it's do or die time for the Edmonds Tritons. They find themselves trailing 5-0 to the Roadrunners of Linn-Benton. And Carpenter back out for his 9th inning of working. It's a swinging strike to open things up. Again, 8 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs have been surrendered by Carpenter. And the 0-1 pitch, ground ball, that is going to be fielded in second with a dive. Throw to first is in time. Oh my goodness, what a play by Lydon at second base. As you see, a layout. Doesn't initially field the ball cleanly, but the throw was in time, beautifully taken care of. And here comes the Edmonds coaching staff. It's going to be Scott Kelly going out, his 7th year as the skipper of the Edmonds club, and now a conversation with the umpires out there. It looked like Kelly may have thought he pulled his bag, and no change in the call It's going to be a ground out of Jones to open things up in the home ninth. So Tritons down to their last 2 outs. And Nick Sokol will come to the dish. Sokol today 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And his first pitch, here's a ball skied into right, chasing it toward the corner and making a running grab is going to be long. So it all comes down to this. The season of the Tritons rests on the shoulders of David Gibbons, who is 0 for 3 himself with a line out, a ground out. Also struck out looking back in the first inning. A Herculean effort from the southpaw Carpenter. The first pitch swung on and fouled off to the right, strike 1. Well, shocker, the winning pitcher is going to be Carpenter. Losing pitcher is going to go to Shinjo. The 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? No, says Tyler Schmidt, the first base umpire. So the count knots up at 1 apiece. Should Gibbons find a way to elongate the season, it'll be Butler coming to the plate next. The 1-1. Inside. 2 balls and a strike. Boy, how fitting would it be to see this game come to an end with a strikeout with a masterful performance on the mound. 2-1. Flied foul, and deuces are wild here in the home ninth. 2-2, 2 away. The Tritons are down to their last strike. And winter season will last at least another game. And the 2-2. Outside and low. And the count runs full. 3-2, 2 away. Jacob Butler, the right fielder, waiting on deck. Wind shift once more as the wind's blowing in toward home plate again. And the payoff pitch, upstairs, ball 4. So the season's still alive at the moment for the Tritons as they have a man on first, and here comes Jacob Butler. Again, Butler today is 0 for 3 with a pop out and 2 flyouts to the right side. That's the first walk issued by Carpenter. And Butler will step in. Good lead off of first for Gibbons, and the pitch. There's a line drive, base hit in the left field. And the Tritons aren't going to go down without a fight, it seems, as now they have 2 on with 2 away, and Yugo Hamakawa coming to the plate. In just the 3rd hit surrendered by the southpaw workhorse Carpenter. Hamakawa today has struck out twice and grounded out to the pitcher. And the first offering on the way. Breaking ball, catching the knees, a called strike 1. Beautiful pitch. He's had that pitch working all day. And the 0-1. Carpenter glances it too. Another breaking ball. This one's going to miss upstairs, though, to knot the count up at 1 apiece. And next game slated to start around 12:30. You can catch that game right here on the NWAC Sports Network. And the 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. And no cause for alarm just yet. They're still safe from a slam. And the 2-1 to Hamakawa. Outside, 3-1.
Let's go, Austin. You got this, buddy.
Well, you can see the gears starting to turn in the Linn-Benton dugout. Wondering who they get up and loose should this get out of hand. And now time will be called by Hamakawa. Step out of the box. Three and 1. Carpenter kicks, fires, swung on and popped up out of play. And the count runs full, 3-2. So the runners will get a head start here, 3-2, 2 away. And Carpenter again just 1 strike away from a complete game shutout. From the belt, kicks, fires, breaking ball. That runs inside and that hit him. So the bases are loaded for the Tritons as this game has gotten dramatic here. And now it's going to be a conversation between the Linn-Benton skipper Andrew Peterson and the home plate umpire. And then he'll head for the mound. He'll talk to his infield, it looks like, a little strategy meeting. But Andrew Peterson, in his first season, won the Southern Region's Coach of the Year. Finished the season with a record of 30-9. I'd say that's a quality record for the first-year skipper. But the bases are loaded. And it's going to be the catcher, Alex Garcia, due up. And home plate umpire Brad McGee's not liking how long this is taking, so he's going to go out there and break up the conversation. Again, there are signs of life from the Tritons, and they'll try to stamp it out now. And odds are we'll see somebody get loose in the bullpen now with the bases loaded, 2 away. Alex Garcia today 0 for 2 with a ground out, a strikeout, was hit by a pitch back in inning number 5. He was the first base runner to reach for the Tritons in his first pitch. Fastball catching the outside corner and the upper part of the strike zone. No balls and 1 strike. And wasting no time, here comes Carpenter upstairs to knot things up. And just a tad higher than the location of the first pitch of the at-bat. And from the windup comes Carpenter. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2, and Edmonds down to their final strike for the 3rd time in the half inning. Digging back in, Garcia, weight of the world on his shoulders. The 1-2, swung on and fouled off to the right. Again, fighting for their lives are the Tritons. They're 1 strike away from their season coming to an abrupt end. The 1-2 in the dirt, nearly skipping away from Mumbahe. And now Deuces Wild yet again in the home ninth. 2-2, 2 away, 3 runners on. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and skied, foul to the right side. We'll do it again. And should the run at third come in to score, the tying run would come to the plate in the form of Chris Cook. The 2-2. Hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call. Got him looking, and that is the ball game. Ending on the strikeout, Linn-Benton will live to fight another game. Meanwhile, the Edmonds Tritons will head home. So we have our final score of 5-0. 5 runs, and they did so on 6 hits, no errors. And for the Tritons, they get shut out. No runs on 3 hits. They will commit 1 error. And it was a dandy of a ball game. Scoring opened up for the Roadrunners in the first on the sacrifice fly by Colton Telton. And then they would strike again in inning number 3. Courtesy of an RBI double by Jacob Melton and a 2 RBI single by Parker Kuntz. Then everything would go dormant until inning number 8, where a sacrifice fly by Mumbahe would bring in the 5th run, and that is where the scoring would stop. Fantastic job and a fantastic outing by Carpenter as well, as we'll throw things down now to Kirk Rowland, who's standing by with Carpenter as we speak.
All right, thank you very much. Well, we got a couple of Roadrunners here and some clear starts of this ball game. First, Parker, 3 singles, 2 RBIs, couple of stolen bags, and with this guy pitching, I guess it didn't take a lot today, did it?
No, it did not. Carp threw real well, filled up the zone. We just did our job.
Yeah, I know it was a big bounce-back day for you guys, and with a great season you had going, I guess the result was keep playing, wasn't it?
Yeah, we just had a lot of energy today, came out firing, didn't stop.
Great job. Parker, appreciate that. And Austin Carpenter, you wanted that complete game, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I know it got a little weird in that last inning right there for you, but just dominated here today. 12 strikeouts. I don't think you walked anybody until that last inning right there. Just talk a little bit about what was working for you today and how it went in that last inning to get that last out.
Everything felt good. I couldn't have done it without the offense starting the first inning, 1 run right off the bat, getting that a whole lot of energy right at the beginning of the game. It was pretty easy to keep that momentum.
All right, well, that was one dominating performance by you, and hey, the Roadrunners are going to play some more. Thanks, guys. All right, appreciate it. Roadrunners will play tomorrow.
And a big thank you to Kirk Rowland down there on the field. Again, our final score, 5-0 in favor of the Roadrunners. 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They leave 8 men on base, and for the Tritons, no runs on 3 hits. They commit 1 error, and they'll leave 6 on board. So again, it's been a great game here. Edmonds goes home. Linn-Benton advances. More NWAC baseball coming up around 12:30. But until then, from all of us here at the NWAC, our associates at Topher Vision, I am Wes Tucker, and we'll see you in a little bit. Goodbye, everybody.